Barry Weiss is so dumb, it takes her an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. But anyway, Barry Weiss, she's this pro-Israel sycophant, opinion writer for New York Times and other places. And she's been brought in by the Zionist, Larry Ellison and others who have taken over at CBS. She's been brought in as director of the newsroom, even though she has no news experience. And traditionally, there's a little hostility between just opinion writers, opinion personality type people, and real new people who do actual newsroom type stuff. They're kind of hostile to each other. In the past, they have been, and newsrooms have had some freedom and some license to do things that management maybe didn't want them to, so forth. That's the past. Now, Barry Weiss over at CBS, they've put the thumb on any opposition or having problems with reporters. They're not going to have any problems with reporters. If you're insubordinate to them in any way, you just get fired. You're just done. You're out. And so they had this 60 Minutes report was getting ready to go to airtime, and it was right before the Grammys. So it was a lead into the Grammys, so big audience, better good day. 60 Minutes is also still a relatively successful TV news program, or TV commentary, TV news produced program that's still successful in an environment, cable TV environment that's kind of dying. 16 Minutes is still pretty successful. Well, anyway, Barry Weiss said, hey, you're not going to go to air with that. And right at the last minute starts demanding that they change the story about ICE and the killing of Renee Good. And so what they do, she says, I want you to make the protesters look more violent. Is there something we can do to make the protesters look more violent? And we have to change it so that the car that Renee Good is driving is actually pointed at the man that shot at her, which it wasn't. But let's edit it and make sure that the car looks like it's pointing directly at him instead of had already kind of driven around him when he was already on the side of the car when he was shooting into the car. Or if he had stepped in front of the car himself. But anyway, she was not trying to run him over. That's clear, but Barry Weiss wanted to make it look like she was, and so she was ready to do that editorially, edit-wise, to make that happen. And so now the credibility of 60 Minutes is pretty much ruined. All of CBS News has been pretty much destroyed. It's over. Good job, Larry Ellison and Israel. Woo! Another victory for Israel and defeat for the truth. All right, and along those same lines, let's visit this topic of the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, and this Section 224 that has been snuck in there, which guarantees a bunch of money and resources every year, a kind of fusion of our military with the Israeli military, the IDF. It's just guaranteed, locked in, Section 224. So the Congress, the American people, are no longer going to get to say no to budgets for Israel. This was invented by, guess who? Guess who is the author of Section 224? Some brave American who thinks we just have to always support Israel and we can't vote on it anymore? Nope. Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi Netanyahu is the creator of Section 224 in our defense authorization budget. Anyway, so we have to oppose it, and hardly anyone in Congress is. Hardly anyone's talking about it yet. So that's sad. Those are big developments. And we need to do something. We're out of control. No more control. Democracy gone. Democracy gone. All right, have a good one.